All right, and welcome. Let me move a couple of these things around. So they got this. Hi, Michael Matthews. Welcome to our second game of three for Unknown Armies. Uh, my pronouns are he, him, and I will be GMing. Let me shuffle some people so that they are in the right spots. Didn't do that previously. Oh, is this? I'm here in a moment. Look at this. Picked up an old one. Um, and out of print GM says hello. All right. It looks like we are good in that case. Do we want to go ahead and go down? You want to introduce yourself and your character?
Cool, cool.
We go Cassera, Sean, and Dell.
Sounds good.
I'm Cass. I use they, them pronouns, and I am playing Taylor Clark, the mayor and a demagogue. So, hey, that's what I got going on.
I'm Sarah, she, her. I am playing Thea Erickson. I am an herbomancer and a city planner.
I'm Sean, High Gain Sad on all socials. He, him. I'm playing as Joey Silvers, intern and gutter mage.
Hi, I'm Dell or Mootley on all social medias. And I am playing Mel Jordan, the PI on the blue line, ordinary gal with no magical powers.
All right. Do we want to go over what happened in your last session?
Oh, I think a good recap is always good.
All right. Who wants to pick it up?
Well, so I went out to get Burger King for everybody. And when I got back, somebody was drinking Sprite, but it was coming out as Coke for some reason. And we found that to be quite odd. And then I believe, who was it that got a phone call from somebody who calls when the weird stuff happens?
I did.
Right. And Taylor got a phone call. And so we went to check on that. And we found some girl who had made the doorknob disintegrate, if I remember, when she went to check in on her friend. And yeah, started looking around the apartment, and somebody asked some questions.
There was also a horse head in somebody's bed.
There was a horse head. There was a lot. Then I started hearing stuff on the radio and knowing what song was going to come on next. And and then from there we ended up going to Burger King. Is that right?
The girls who had some very odd things happen to them also had eaten Burger King. And it was like, that's an interesting connection. Let's go check that out.
Right. Seems to be a connection there.
And then our herbomancer had something very strange starting to happen to her.
I stopped seeing plastic things.
And we toddled down to the Burger King just to see what's going on. And some not cool peeps were there.
Yeah, the arm of the NSA.
NSA agents. You had their names. Agent Consi and Agent Romero.
Right. And I got a letter that said, save the cook, which after doing doing a gutter magic ritual, I figured out was from somebody who was at the Beckman Institute, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So we still have to look into that, but I did rush into the kitchen and make sure to get the cook out of there before one of these NSA agents assassinated her.
Good job, intern.
Yeah.
I did the thing.
You did the thing.
That was the first useful thing I did all day.
There was a lot of failed rolls. Our poor intern.
Yeah, it was a rough dice night for me.
Upon the launching of himself over the counter in a really heroic fashion, Mel realized what was going on and saw one of the agents go for their gun and had a little gung fu moment with them, while poor urban answer Thea was not really down with the violence that was occurring around her and pressed herself against the wall, was given the signal to run, and Mel tossed the agent over the counter as they all kind of like booked it, apart from Taylor, who was having a chat. With one of her biggest fans while we were all running away from NSA agents.
In my defense, one of those that fan was an NSA agent, and I was keeping them occupied and not involved in the situation.
100%. It was the best distraction ever. We all jumped into Mel's car. I rolled a 55, which in doubles in UA is awesome. And we did a really cool peel out, grab the mayor, destroy a car, and run away to a safe house. And to which we've had a lovely conversation with the cook, whose name I've forgotten. Adeline, who I should remember because it's very close to my own name, and kind of started to piece together that this technomancers might be in play in trying to protect her, and someone might be having some silly things going on with the Mac attacks, who she works for, normal system. So we're currently at the safe house, pondering our next moves.
Remind me, how did you destroy their car? Was it smashing into it?
Yeah, she whipped that thing around and just...
Basically, like crumpled it around the wheel wells enough that sucker wasn't going anywhere. So you're there at the thing, and the Mayor, your phone rings.
Hello.
Hey, Mayor, this is Chief Kelly.
What's up?
I got a call you're with a group of people that assaulted an NSA agent.
Where'd you hear that from?
The NSA agent.
NSA.
Okay, cool.
They called from a Burger King, and there was some sort of like thrown over, and like it. They're Ubering their way over here right now, but you were involved with some sort of fugitive, like a national fugitive?
It's complicated. It's really complicated to explain what's going on. I don't think it's something I really want to discuss at this moment. But where are these NSA agents going exactly?
They're on their way to the station. They're not far from it.
Okay. Let me know what happens after you chat with them.
Hey, so partly give me a roll. 'Cause I want to see like how much he's trusting you right now, because this is government agents apparently, and you also didn't deny it. We probably have here. Well, connect unless do one of your identities fit with that?
Obsession being in charge.
The obsession, but you've also got your identities, which are
Oh yeah. I mean,
there's Mayor.
I would think, since I'm trying to like convince, I would say demagogue.
Tell me, because what part with demagogue is kind of spinning someone the right way. How are you trying to spin that person the right way?
Trying to get him to words. Since I'm not actually denying it, but I'm not actually admitting it, just kind of getting him to get more from the NSA agents to see what their side of the story is, because they're going to obviously spin it
so he just
in a
goes,
different way.
We'll have you roll here in a moment. We'll role play that a little bit. Because I don't know. All this is weird, and you're talking federal agency here.
Well, just talk to them, see what they say. You know, I don't know exactly what happened. I wasn't inside, so I just know something happened. That's all I know. Talk to them, see what they say, and we'll go from there.
Go ahead, make your roll. Listen, you need to get this shit figured out, because they're going to be here soon. And I'm going to be dealing with Fucking federal agents. I don't know what happened, but I'll give you a little bit of time. I'll try to.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
As soon as she hangs up, Mel's like, "Give me your phone,"
Fair enough.
and just like smashes the shit out of it. Nope. No. And she like pulls out, and I'm making a role playing assumption here. She pulls out some burner phones that she has in her little safe house to give to everybody, and is like, turns to the intern and is like, "Look, I know you've got some of your best Instagram shots on there, mate, but Joey,
I just got this thing last week.
Joey.
Okay.
And she's
Fine.
like, just goes around smashing the shit out of everyone's phones, and then gives both Thea and Taylor like fairly modern phones, but like hands Joey like a Nokia 3210 brick.
We'll break it at least.
What? Why are the letters on the numbers?
Let me show you how to use it, hon.
How do you text with one of these?
Why is there a keyboard on this phone?
Let me show you a game, and I just like show him snakes
Snake.
to amuse.
Look at the graphics. Ooh.
It's fantastic.
Well, at least if you drop
yeah,
it, it's not
I'm-
going to shatter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys, but with the people that we're dealing with, they're going to be able to track us really quickly with those phones. So I needed to.
You think they're already on our tail?
Most probably. And you know, I only have a couple of safe houses, and I don't want this one necessarily burnt straight away.
Hmm.
Well, they're going to the police station right now, so that buys us a little bit of time.
I think the NSA is probably already tracking us, though. The cops might not be, but the NSA is. We need to go now. Yeah, can you use your car.
I
Okay,
open up
sorry.
like the
Mel.
I open up the sliding door to the little patio, and I like point at the depressingly at like the nondescript Prius that is now outside with a really sad face. I've already changed cars.
You're drag racing.
And she like
In a
someone else. She
Prius.
hands someone else the keys. I can't drive this. Someone else drive this car.
I'll take the keys. And I'm gonna turn on the car and I'm gonna be like, wait. Smells like Teen Spirit, Nirvana. And I turn on the car. It's playing.
Yep.
I'm
That's so cool.
I'm assuming, are we going
Okay.
to bring the cook?
Can
with
I
us?
see any of the car? Honestly, can I? Or is it already going off?
Yeah,
It's a
you can see the like basically there are bits of metal around the car. You are now much more aware of how much is.
I'm
actually
assuming there's a car here.
plastic.
Judging by the look of it, I'm guessing it's a hybrid.
Joey gets in, and you're like, it's a car.
Amount of plastic in a Prius. In case you were wondering. That one didn't tell me. Yeah, you can see you see through a lot of it. Oh, the belt buckles show up. You can see the belt buckles. You can see some of the metal for the carrot, but like a lot of it, it's like Wonder Woman's car. Beyond that,
Love
Right.
Take off my jacket and just throw it on one of the seats. There,
Cool.
about there.
All right.
babe.
So I'm
Same way
guessing
you
the
find
seats are
Predator.
polyester, so that's also plastic.
There you go.
Let's see.
My trench coat is made out of fine wool. Thank you.
Oh,
Love it.
The only thing she spends any money on, her fedora and her like trench coat.
all right.
So are we taking the cook with us? I'm assuming it's probably
Yeah.
safe, to bring her to the people who want
we-
to save her.
Are we all going to fit in the Prius, or we want to split up?
Do we have another car that's not tracked to us?
Guys,
I
if you
can
don't
get-
want me
I
to
can get
drive,
one.
just say so.
Can I use one of my things, Michael?
doing what?
One of my charges?
Yeah.
I want to use Streetwise. No, not Streetwise. Where is it? The 5-star ride.
Yeah, what's that do?
It basically a ride share just comes up whenever I want it to. It's 1 minor
Amazing.
charge and it's free.
All right. Yeah, you can go ahead and use it. Like, what kind of car will pull up for y'all?
I
Limo or just something nice?
just something nice and nondescript. So like
Okay.
a Volkswagen.
Okay. Nice and
Good
clean.
choice.
A Jetta.
No,
Yeah.
get the Tiguan. It's got more space.
All right, I
No.
take the cook and jump in the car with Joey
Mhm.
and take my trench coat back because it was unwanted and unneeded.
Cass,
And then you jump in
Sorry,
the ride share.
Taylor, you and I probably need to go back to City Hall so you can sweet talk the cops.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Because I was schmoozing, so
All right. And so how do I drop one of my minor charges, Michael? Then just knock it down. Okay.
Yeah, just knock
Got
it
it.
down by one. That's a minor charge?
Yeah.
Cool. And you saw on there how to get those. And also,
Yeah.
Cass, did you have a chance to look over what the demagogues' powers are?
yeah, briefly.
Okay.
But I
What
don't
are your-
see a place to have them on my.
Oh, there's not really There's not really a good place to put them there because of. That's why I put the link to, the demagogue. That folder.
Yeah. I'll go pull it back up so we have it.
Yeah, your big thing are those first two. I think they're called channels. Yeah, so part of your thing, you can recognize inherent leanings of a given individual and may alter them slightly, with up to 50% of that. You must have the target's attention for 30 minutes. When you talk to them, you can kind of move them a little bit, but not a ton. The other one is you get not only a sense of what a person believes, but what they want to believe.
Okay.
So you can kind of determine the things that they want to hear, they want to do. Because the whole thing about a demagogue is it's not that you're helping people; it's that you're getting people to do what you want.
Right.
All right, so you two are headed back to City Hall, and where are?
The odd
Where-
couple are going to Gnomon.
Yeah, she's
To Beckman Institute for
telling me
Gnomon.
where we're going. Yeah.
Gnomon, which by the way, we turned out we seem to have actualized like the secret into Champaign Urbana. If you saw that video, I tagged you in it. It is directly in front of as faces the campus.
I still can't believe that was accidental. I thought you'd planned that. I'm like, well, that makes sense.
Nope, Unknown Armies just does that. Like it's very strange how it just made things appear whenever we needed them previously too. All right, we'll kind of go by distance. You're gonna reach Beckman before they get to. We'll start at Beckman and then we'll head to City Hall. So at the Beckman Institute, you've got people kind of going back and forth. There is what looks to be a very bored college student, probably working one of those sort of the college jobs you work on the campus, who is sitting at sort of an information desk, and he's just sort of reading looks like he's reading a book, but you can see his phone is right next to it, and he's just kind of tapping on there, but it's in a position where if someone higher up comes by, they're not necessarily going to notice.
Mel steps back and lets Joey handle the young peoples.
And is this the same guy? Is this the same guy who gave me the note?
No, this is not the same guy.
Okay. Cool. Well, I kind of look at her like, oh, this is my job.
You're good with the young peoples. Also, magic crap. This is not my. Do they look like a person who thinks they have authority and everything? No. Well, then it's not my bag. But
Oh, okay, cool. Glad I get the hard jobs. All
I'll
right,
let you
so-
use your name, Joey. I've stopped calling you intern.
That's true. We're working on it. Okay,
Come
cool.
on.
So I walk up to the guy and I'm like, hey, so where would you go if you wanted to talk to somebody who's good with computers around here?
U of I is like one of the top 3 engineering colleges in the world. Like, just throw a quarter, you're gonna hit somebody. especially here in the Beckman. There's someone particular you're looking for?
Yeah.
Mel fights the temptation actually just to throw a quarter at the kid. But
Weird guy likes to give people random notes in Burger Kings.
That's weirdly specific.
You asked me to narrow it down. I'm doing my best, man.
That's not going to be on any of the directories I've got.
That's
what was Mel just turns like leans over. What was the place called? And then she also like glares
Gnomon.
like the young person at the same time of like, my dude's trying his best.
Yeah,
if you make this harder for me, I will make this hard for you.
Go ahead. I mean, have you make a roll to see kind of what he knows here.
Yeah, that's
kind of get out of him.
That'd probably be better, like college student.
Yeah, that's probably the right one for you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, got something.
Damn,
I thought the dice are smarter than I am.
Yeah, he just goes, you know what? Dr. Johnson was talking about something was wrong with one of the computers downstairs. Said something about Gnomon going with that. I hadn't heard of it before, but they were talking about it on the way out and ended up just like right in front of the desk talking for like half an hour about this thing like yesterday.
See, now that, my man, is the information I came to hear. Thank you.
Johnson's third floor. It kind of lets you know where Dr. Johnson is.
As they pass, Mill takes out the quarter and just leaves it on the desk for him.
All right, y'all head up to Johnson at City Hall. Or rather, the police station, which is kind of close to City Hall. Kind of come in, and there are the two agents looking pissed when you two walk in.
The NSA agents.
Do I have a chance to react?
No. This is for the other two.
Oh, okay. Because I was like,
while you two are headed up to the thing, we're gonna
I was
back
like,
over to the other two.
I grabbed Joey by the neck and I'm like,
continuity errors.
The two people who didn't really engage with the NSA agents are dealing with the NSA agents.
That's probably a good move.
Yeah, that's fair.
As
that was a great plan, Thea. Good job. Good thinking.
And they're sitting there talking to the sheriff.
She's like, yeah, that's totally what I meant to do.
They're talking to the chief as you come in.
Oh, hi, Chief.
Hey, this is Celia Romero just kind of looks a little hurt maybe at you, Cass, and goes, "Yeah, we've met."
How can I help you?
He's about to burn all your CDs.
You two just absconded with someone who was wanted in a federal investigation. You also assaulted my partner here. Well, your friends, the people you left with, assaulted my partner here.
And can you explain why you're trying to get this person? I'm just trying to catch up and get.
I'm sorry, you're the mayor, right?
Yeah, and
you have what to do with law enforcement in this town exactly?
Well, see, as the mayor, I run a lot of things in the city, so I need to know what's going on at all times, or I can't keep track of things. I can't help things, and if I don't know, I can't help it. I can't fix it.
All we need to know where these people.
Unfortunately, I can't answer that.
She sort of looks at her partner and he just goes, turns to the sheriff and goes, "We may have to place them under arrest."
I kind of insert myself. Hi there, I'm the city planner here. Could I be of any service to you? I know I was at the location as well. I think you might be mistaken. It wasn't that we obviously did not abscond with anybody. We don't have them with us.
You left the premises with the person that we were going after.
Did you see us? Because we left the building when things started getting very hectic in there. The mayor and I made sure we got out of the building at the same time. Are you assuming that we were with the people causing trouble? Because that is a very severe accusation to make, especially of our mayor.
Armando just goes, I saw your
The
mayor
bureaucracy.
Armando goes, I saw your mayor leap into the back seat. As I was getting up behind the counter, my ass got thrown over.
Sir, I have been with the mayor the entire time, and I can tell you right now that she was not getting into any random vehicle. Me and her walked from the Burger King to City Hall. It is not that far, and I honestly, personally, really enjoy city walks. So, again, if you want to make these accusations, we are going to. I'm going to need a little further proof than I saw somebody enter in the back of a car.
Yeah, because you're going to need something other than just, oh, your word. See, around here, we try and get truth and facts from people. And unfortunately, you're not doing the greatest at providing those facts. You are just throwing accusations out there. And we need to be truthful and be on a level playing field here.
You're going to find that the word of a federal agent in court, seeing someone dive in there during this, plus you had just spoken with my my colleague here, using that as a way to distract her. I saw you dive in. So you can either talk to us, or if this goes to court, there's problems. Because we have an interrogation room, and Chief Kelly just kind of, yeah.
I'm not comfortable with this. With the accusations you're making, I'm not very comfortable with us going into an interrogation room without other people being present.
Chief just goes, I'll be watching. I can be there with you.
Awesome, that'd be great.
Yeah, they kind of go in all like 5 of you, head into the interrogation room, and Celia sits down at the table behind and just goes, I don't think you know how much danger the person that you helped escape was. And now we're going to cut back to y'all.
Shit.
And the cook, and the cook's toddling along with us as well.
Right.
Yeah, it's just there, and there's you kind of come in. There's just like a group of offices. They're fairly decent offices, about 4 or 5 of them that are in there. One of them is open, and you see Melissa Johnson, one of the professors there, is kind of standing up at a board and just rubbing her forehead. And you hear a guy behind her just going, but you can't quite see from where you're at. And goes, that much loss? And she's like, I mean, all the mainframes down there are about down 35%. Like, something's taken them over, and whatever this Gnomon thing is, I don't know what the hell it is. We tried to hack into it, and nothing seems to work. They haven't noticed you yet.
I was gonna say, did they tell us that or okay? Well, in that case, I kind of look at Mel. I'm like, I think I would feel a lot more.
I would feel a lot more comfortable if you took the lead on this one.
Can you see that person you said gave you that box here? Because I think maybe there might be an inside job.
Not here.
Powers up, might not. Let's go down to the basement.
All right. Yeah, that sounds. I'll follow you.
Because I don't, from the sound of what they're talking, as she starts, like, she's kind of like trying to like start to train up Joey to do her kind of work.
I was gonna say,
you've
got a fedora, and that makes you smarter than me.
Joey, you need to believe in yourself.
As you get down there's some people kind of heading there, and one of them just kind of looks and goes, like looks for like the badge or something on you and goes, "Who are you? Who are you with?"
We are with the Beckman Institute. We're transfers over from another school out in San Francisco. We just got here. We're still trying to figure out a way to get around and stuff like that. And can I make like a college student role?
San Francisco, your San Francisco accent, by the way, perfect.
Yeah, dude. Far out, man.
I don't think this would be because the college student is how to get access as opposed to take access. Right. I think you're looking here at a deceit,
Okay.
which is your secrecy, which unfortunately for you is fairly low because that's the bottom numbers.
Oh
of
yeah,
your
it
natural.
sure is. Fantastic.
Unless you've got none of these other ones actually kind of go along with that.
All right, so I'll go ahead and roll that. Yeah, that's a nope. Unless
Mel just
see.
kind of notices how badly he's flailing, and she's like, I'm sorry. This is my intern. He's trying out some new things. And she actually flashes her back. We've kind of like been hired by the university to investigate some of the stuff that's been going on with the computers. So we just are going around having a physical. I know we're not IT specialists like you guys are, but we're here more to look at some of the physical stuff to see if stuff's been tampered with, and have a bit of an examination around.
Yeah, Pulse. I think it was What were your names?
Bill.
She pulls out one of her aliases that she has and calls herself crap brain.
Dylan Skarsgård.
Well, I named
So
Mel. I named Mel after GM Jordan, so I'm gonna have to name this after some random TikToker. My name is Phoebe Smith.
Cool.
And yours?
My name's Jeff.
This is
Foxworthy?
Jeff. I don't let him use his last name. He's trying. Okay.
He hasn't earned a last name yet.
He goes, if you wanna go ahead, go in, talk to Nick. I'll be right back. So with that failure though, as he takes off, he's gonna go let someone know, so that may become a thing. But as you go
She's
in,
just like, quick.
you recognize at one of the things, the servers, you recognize the guy from the Burger King who brought the note, and then back to City Hall, or the sheriff's office rather. Celia's like, the person who escaped is a terrorist.
We don't know who this person is. I can't stress this enough.
We saw who they went with. My partner here got attacked, and then we saw the mayor leap into the car with the people who also smashed into ours before taking off. So not only we have hit and run is really not that big a deal if we're looking at conspiring with a terrorist.
Can I try doing one of these channels?
Yeah, well, yeah. What do you do?
Creating belief that they're actually believing that we don't know what's going on.
Okay, so how are you gonna and with these things you're sort of talking to make that happen?
Okay. So you're saying that, but you and I were chatting. You can't necessarily describe anything that actually happened other than what happened to you. You don't know what happened to us. We got out of there the best we
Gaslighting
could.
this NSA agent. I love it.
I mean,
This is peak Jewel.
I mean, I know you went
girl
through-
boss gas kick lighting. It's amazing.
I mean, I know you went through a really traumatic experience, but I mean, is it possible you just kind of imagined it? It's like,
So, Cass, go ahead and make. Your demagogue, I think, is your highest.
Yeah.
It's either a connect or a relative identity, but I think your demagogue is the highest.
Yeah.
Cat's like gatekeep girl boss.
I love this so much.
Okay, so there's the weird thing that I guess it wouldn't be so weird because Sarah's also Thea's also done magic, but there's this moment where you can see. The thing is, it affects the two of them. It doesn't affect the sheriff because it wasn't kind of aimed at him. So like he seems a little confused as there's just this look on both of their faces sort of softens a little bit. And the thing is, this isn't going to last a particularly long time. Cass, particularly with what you've done, they just go, all right, look, here's our card. What we want you to do is get a hold of us if there's any problem.
We can do that.
All right, you rolled what, a 38 or 21?
21.
You have 21 minutes before that shifts back. But before their belief that you didn't see anything actually
Can I
goes away.
pull the sheriff to the side?
Yeah.
I want to use something on my under my minor city official really quick.
Mhm.
Sheriff, hi. The mayor and I are up to some very top secret stuff, and I not to do with these guys, but we're working for the governor on something, and it's really important that you keep this under wraps. This could be a major situation when it comes to the Pandora Festival. All right, I need you to, do me a favor in this regard, please.
And what did you say? You're using one of your things. What does it do?
It's minor city official. It's bluff that I'm doing things for higher ups.
Okay. And
So,
Nice.
is there a roll on that tells you to do?
ugh.
Can
However,
you switch it? Can you switch it? Can you switch it?
Yes.
remember, with your obsession, you can always switch it. With your other ones, if it goes along with that, you can flip it.
Switch it because I'm lifting up the poor because it helps the city, and I want to I'm helping Adeline.
Yeah.
So I can swap. So it's 29.
Yeah. And so that is,
Yeah.
I love this mechanic.
yeah. So there's just that moment where he just goes. This goes pretty high up.
This. You remember when Jim Ryan got forced out of office, and many years ago. Remember all that? This is worse. Okay, so I need you to
Is this the? They're trying to protect
Illinois.
their own?
We're trying very hard to, and I know you have bigger plans than just being a small town sheriff. I really know you do.
All right. I can keep them out of your hair for a while. See what I've got an idea.
Thanks, bud.
Crushing it. Crushing that shit.
This is a masterclass on how to gaslight public officials by our mayor and our city planner.
Now, granted, it helps if you have magic available.
Yes, but it also helps someone.
What are you two doing now?
Psychology.
I am taking Cass, and I'm like, we're getting lost. Come on.
Yep.
And
let's
I'm
get
just
out of here.
I'm pulling Taylor into the city. I'm going to use one of my minor charges. Can I use a minor charge to cover us both?
Yeah, I believe so.
So one of my minor charges, face in the crowd. You disappear into an existing crowd. Your features don't change. You just become immediately hard to spot. Another part of this great team.
You probably won't have to worry about that right yet because
no one's chasing us.
That's specifically for if you're in a group of people, you become indistinguishable in that group. But right now, they're stuck in the sheriff's office. As you're leaving, you hear the agents yelling, "You can't arrest us! We're agents!" And you just hear, "I got some information that maybe you're not." Hearing the thing, and there's this yelling as the two of you are headed out that front door.
No way.
That poor guy. That poor sheriff.
Oh,
We're gonna have to get him a fruit basket.
Sorry about your forced retirement from because of the government.
Fruit basket.
Holy shit.
All right, I'm taking Taylor, and we're come on, follow me. We're going.
Yep.
All right, let's. I'm gonna call Mel and on the burner phone. Where are y'all?
We're at the university in the basement.
Okay. Taylor, I hope you don't mind walking, but I could use a refresh. So
Yeah, we can walk. That's fine.
awesome. And can I use this time to get a minor charge?
How? What's the thing that says for your minor charges?
It's 4 hours. I think it's let me see. It's revere your city for 4 hours, walk around observing, committing to paper or memory patterns of subtleties that others miss, like cracks in the road, frequencies, and then watching the expressions of people coming by. So I think that I can't imagine it's that close between downtown and the Beckman Institute.
It's not terribly far. But the thing is, it's not 4 hours.
Mm.
You need 4 hours you can sit and work on the city.
Okay.
However, if you look at some of the stuff you can do with the significant charge to get those, I mean, some of those can be done on the fly. They're not the safest necessarily. Change the flow of the city for even a moment in a way that's impossible to ignore.
I'm gonna move traffic cones. Like I'll find a construction area and like just pick up traffic cones and start like rerouting traffic.
Okay,
She's
we'll get that
gaslighting
little-
everybody.
We're gonna have a
What?
little thing for that in a moment. Yeah,
Amazing,
so
I love it.
back in the basement.
Is he here? Can you see him?
Yeah, he's
Can I-
he's working on some of the computers.
I kind of like subtly point him out. I'm gonna do one of these guys, but it's very not subtle because it's Joey. He just is doing his best.
Well,
You keep giving me this look like I'm the one who's supposed to do all the work here.
you're the
Uh,
intern. Didn't you tell me it's
Right?
exactly
I'm the
what it was?
intern. Okay, fine. So, so
She
I'm gonna
does,
walk.
she does menacingly stand behind him as he's back up, but she's like, people.
Is there like a seat I can sit at next to him to like not try and make a scene with him?
Yeah, as he's working at a little computer bank. He's sitting there. He doesn't quite notice. He's so engrossed in the stuff that he's working on.
I sit down and I kind of like just sit and do one of these spin things. And I'm like, so I saved the cook.
What?
Try and make a bigger deal of it, please, so everyone in here knows.
The Mel and the cook are standing next.
He goes, was that what was on that paper?
Okay, so see, that's already been a long day for me, and when you say shit like that, it hurts my brain even more.
He kind of grabs the three of you and kind of walks into the stacks a little bit and kind of starts to follow. Someone brought me the box with the taser in it. And I just had to just print this thing out, fold it. No one said not even to look at it, but I had to take it there.
Mel asks him specifically what the person looks like and tries to use her private investigator ability to get out a really good description of the person.
Oh, the person who brought it to him?
Yeah.
He goes, I mean, I know the guy that brought it to me. He's also listen, no one seemed to have chosen you. Some of us are disciples of Gnomon.
Okay, so what do we do with the chef now? Because currently, I believe there's NSA agents on our ass.
Like, we don't understand most of what Gnomon gives us, to be completely honest. Like, a lot of the stuff that it tells us to do is, it's doing its own thing, but he just kind of looks and goes, because of it.
So can you get NSA agents off our ass? Since we did something for you?
Our thing is more like, we can find out things about, but like, dealing with agents, that's not an us thing. Sorry.
So what? She's like, she like grabs the girl and says, I have a human woman here. You asked my intern, because now Joey is her intern, my intern to save, which we did, burning us, the mayor, and several other people. What do you want us to do with her? What is the next step? Talk to your god, and she makes this.
He goes back to the little terminal, and just types stuff up, and then like suddenly like the type-based stuff just like wipes off, and then the words Gnomon appear on there. It kind of fades out, and then the words that show up: right chain, wrong restaurant.
So you're telling me?
And she looks at the girl and just, did we save the wrong cook?
He goes, well, you know,
Were there
there's
two
there's
fast
burger-
food cooks?
There's a
that
burger.
hit
There's a
someone
Burger
today?
King on campus, in the middle of campus. This one is not on campus.
It wasn't explained though.
So that would mean that the NSA agents got the wrong info too, because they were there to kill her.
And then we're trying to come across the screen. Mac Attack's job isn't done yet.
Oh, and she
I would-
turns to Adeline and goes, I am so sorry. It appears that a big brain computer used you as a diversion and almost got you killed.
He goes, is that computer the reason why we're getting so many special orders? The magic is dropped usually once per box, once per every couple boxes. But if 6 or 7 people got hit today, this is a thing that should happen to maybe one person every couple days. It shouldn't be this many people at once. So whatever Gnomon did, if that's the one that did it, they also dumped a whole bunch of magic, and that is, you're not gonna pull the fucking sleepers down on top of it.
Did Gnomon play with the distribution channel to make sure more packets ended up here?
And the guy just kind of shrugs and looks at the little monitor that's on there, and nothing pops up on it.
Well, since you guys almost got this girl killed, and she literally takes Adeline and shoves him into the geek nerd's arms, she's now your problem. We'll go check out the other Burger King then, shall we?
He goes, hi, I'm Nick. And she's like, I'm Adeline. He goes, get me onto a computer. I can let my friend know now that my phone's been destroyed. I can I let the cell know what's happening, but I know that right now, Andrea should be working there.
Mel picks up her burner phone and is tells her where they're going. And she's like, if I get killed because of a computer, we got to keep this under wraps, kid. This is our job. Let's go.
All right, so it's just the 2 of you leaving, or is it all 4 of you?
Well, they're at a different place, I thought, or did they meet us?
No,
there?
I mean they're on their way to you. What I'm saying is it you 2 heading out, or is it you 2, Nick and Adeline, or do you leave Adeline with?
Let's bring Nick along for shits and giggles.
Why not?
Mel goes, come on, son. We're going to introduce you to something called vitamin D. Let's show you what it's like out on the field.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, probably as you 2 leave, we probably have the other 2 showing up. Or the 4 of you leave, the other 2 are showing up.
If I rerouted traffic enough, so enough.
Oh yeah,
cones
let's get a thing with you there. As you come by, there is some part of University Avenue has people working on it.
Mhm.
They got some of the cones and stuff, and it's just turning into one lane for a while.
I steal cones. I'm just steal cones, and stack them on top of each other. Just
One of the guys
until,
goes,
until it's
hey, what are you doing? That's dangerous.
it doesn't matter. The traffic's already been rerouted, if temporarily. Hi.
Well, part of it, you want it for a little bit. If it's one they can ignore, if it's for a couple seconds, you want this to be in effect for at least a little.
And dude, this is a sorority prank, and I have to do this if I want to rush. So can you just be cool about it, okay? Just be cool.
Oh, you can probably use your clubber identity.
I'm gonna
for
do that. I'm gonna fucking do that.
Unless you might actually have your
Hit-
secrecy
hit-
is
I have-
the same.
I have hit up people for favors in Clubber.
Oh yeah.
Can I revert? Wait,
Oh no. Can you re-roll that?
Can I
Is
roll
there
it?
a obsession that sorry, is it rage, noble, or fear that can let you re-roll it? Use it once.
Obsession is making the city a beacon between Chicago and St.
Yeah.
Louis.
If your passions act in tune, you can re-roll it. I mean, it's acting in tune. Once per session, you can flip flop, but if it acts in tune, you can do a re-roll. You can do a re-roll on that since that is working on your trying to keep the city.
All right, let's try this again.
Oh.
So we'll say this. He's a little he kind of wants to. You can see you might be able to push this a little bit. But because this gets real dangerous if we try to move the traffic stuff.
All right. Okay.
Cass, is this
Nice
something you
key
want to help with?
Yeah, I'll just kind of step him up and I'll just pull my hat down a
The
little
niece's
bit.
mayor. The mayor's
Pull my
niece.
hat
It's just-
down so that you can't really tell I'm the mayor.
I was just trying to recharge. That's all. This is not necessary to the plot.
No, but it's just a momentary. But it's fun. That's
Yeah.
one if
I was just trying to recharge. Okay, we'll walk
I
into
didn't know
Institute
because
then.
Castle that's close enough. If
I was
Cass
gonna
helps
do-
out, might be
I
able
was
to.
gonna do one of the channels, the just the basic one, the change the leaning a little bit to a little bit more. Yeah, it's cool to do this.
Okay, how are you gonna do that?
I'm just gonna say, hey, look, I'm just here supervising, and I really want her to join the sorority. So if you could just like let us move them just a tiny bit, and we'll put them back. We'll put them back, but we just need to move them, and I'll snap a quick picture, and we'll be done.
Go ahead and make your roll for probably your demagogue.
You got it.
yeah.
The powers of a demagogue.
Well, yeah, we'll see. Because I would say like Sarah got it close enough where he was like he could be pushed a little bit. That kind of pushed him over. He goes, all right, and he's like, it's like as you're going through and you're putting out, you like just
Sarah.
shutting. If you shut off University Avenue completely, that is the major. That's one of the major.
Even
roads to the
even
city.
delaying it like 4 or 5 cars is going to impact like the rest of the cars down for the next mile and a half, right? All right.
Oh, well, you probably want to shut down for a little. For like, it needs to be enough people can't ignore it. Like, people should be in this case pissed because it wasn't just a minor thing, but it became. They had to like go around and it fucked up traffic. Like, you block off both lanes of University and have it for like 20 minutes, and you can get them to do it for like 20 minutes. You're good.
Would he let us do it for 20 minutes?
Well, you also get the demagogue. I'll also say this: if
Oh.
with our previous mayor, who this character is based off of, if he was out there with a sorority girl, nobody would bat an eye because that's exactly.
Okay. We got 20 minutes. We get
You gotta
20
get
minutes
you
then.
gotta get the right light for those Instagram photos.
Yeah, I'll
I
snap
do
a couple
I do a lot of
pictures.
poses. Like
Yeah, you don't have to be there the whole time as long as you can get him to kind of keep it there.
I
Yeah,
take pictures
you
with him.
as significant charge.
The
then
whole
you,
crew comes up like. "Hey."
Then you head down to
You get
bed.
the whole.
You're wearing the hard hat.
All right.
Cool. Cool. All right.
So I guess we walk out the door with our new adopted nerds.
You just keep collecting people like puppies.
Leeches, puppies. Mm. They sent us to the wrong Burger King.
Oh,
Poor
good
girl was a
God.
diversion.
I thought that was the only Burger King in town.
It is the only
Who-
Burger King in town.
There is one in the
This-
middle of campus. It's just that's the one that you all
Oh,
went to the other one.
That doesn't
Because
count.
that one's not
That's
far from-
college.
Could I? This might be not a thing at all. But I was looking over my abilities, and there's something in there about proxies. Is it possible that somebody did like proxy magic to redirect the hit to her? Or is that just kind of one of my things?
To be honest, probably not because the stuff was happening there also.
Right.
And like the kind of like the kind of gutter magic stuff you're looking at, part of it depends on how much stuff with magic these NSA agents would actually have.
Right.
Yeah, probably not there. It's just that there's this one. There's the one in the middle of campus. But this would have been the one that the girls that you went and saw because there are now apartments over by there.
Okay, cool. So wait, so that means there's magic coming out of both of these Burger Kings.
Well, you know about the one. You don't know about the other one yet. Like the people you have seen or talked to have used the same Burger King the one that you got Adeline out of.
Okay. So do we want to go to this other Burger King then?
It's like we're off. I think that is what we are required.
Yeah, we have no choice, it seems.
All right.
I don't like when the DM rolls dice and doesn't says anything.
That's suspicious.
I'm giving up real so
All right. As you come in to the Burger King, there's students that are kind of coming in and out. You see, like, there's one person just like at one of the one of the back tables. Like, this is just, you kind of points, goes, "You see that, right?" And her friend's just like, I don't. What are you pointing at? You see that, right? And they're just doing stuff. Order up, and you see people grabbing food and then heading on their way out.
Mel like kind of elbows Adeline. Where's your friend?
Adeline's not with
Oh.
us.
Yeah,
I
she
thought we brought-
kind of points back, and as the cook, well, one of the cooks who's back there working, she goes, "Yeah, it's him. I'll go get him."
Mel keeps an eye on the back door just in case.
Joey's
You
got
hear
his
as
hand
she
in
goes
his
back to
hoodie.
talk to him, and she's like, he kind of stops, and she's here kind of animatedly. You hear a scream from the restaurant, and the same girl you saw talking to her friend. Her friend isn't there, but a big ass Doberman Pinscher now is.
Oh crap.
Hmm.
Can anyone get everyone to calm down? Like people they're like Mel's just like, intern, get rid of all the food.
What?
And Mel just starts picking up like burgers and shit, like just tossing it in bins.
Yeah, so someone's like, "Hey, what are you doing? I was eating that."
We're from the health department, and this is
Mel just flashes her
infection.
badge randomly, just like, but not so anyone
You
can actually
don't want to
see what
eat
it is.
anything here. This is a F grade Burger King. Don't.
Sarah,
She
make,
just,
your,
like,
make your
slaps the
minor city
burger.
official roll.
As she does that, Mel slaps a burger out of someone's
Oh
hand.
God. Mel,
No.
you're gonna have to do a roll because I'm failing so bad.
The manager kind of comes out.
Wait, can I throw my weight around?
Yeah,
as-
you'd be able to. I would say, yeah. If
I'll be like, yes, we're the health department. It's really bad. It's really bad. I would stop eating now. I don't want you to get food poisoning. I'm gonna use Mayor of Champaign.
Joey is on the verge of a panic attack.
no, can you flip that with one of your?
Being in charge,
And is being in charge your obsession?
it is my obsession.
Okay, yeah. Obsession can flip at any time. Remember, the rest of them, you can always re-roll if it goes along with it. You can flip it once per session, unless it's your obsession, and then you can flip it anytime. Yeah, they just kind of like, "Oh, hey, it's a mayor," and like because the manager goes, "Oh, mayor, hey, yeah, sorry. Apparently, I was unaware of a problem. I'm sorry. I don't know what was happening here." Kind of goes through and kind of grabs. So he's like, "We'll get you all full refund."
Mel's like, there is a dog in your restaurant.
That is a big
That is
violation.
Like the girl screams, "Ah!" He goes, "Is that a service dog?" And the girl just screams, "Ah! Ah,
Does it look
Tracy!"
like a service dog?
And the dog kind of like cocks his head, goes, "You."
Wait,
Okay, I can't talk dogs. So
wait a minute.
That
could
is
our
a girl. That is a girl. Yes.
Yeah, this is out of my depth. I don't have.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna go try
The
calming the girl
intern's blue
down.
screening.
Yeah, basically.
So, Michael, if something, so I know that I can flip rolls when with my obsession, I can like re-roll when it goes to like my rage, my noble. Can I re-roll when it comes to my fear?
You can flip it once per session with the rage, noble, and what's it, passion? Or
Fear.
rage, noble, and what?
Fear.
Fear. Those ones you can re-roll whenever. You can flip it once per session. Your obsession you can flip anytime.
So for example, just hypothetically, if I'm trying to calm the crowd, if I fear physical violence, then I could re-roll that. Then I'm just
Yeah.
talking hypothetically. Okay, cool. Just keep
Yeah.
going. Never mind.
So who was saying they were going to try to calm the crowd?
I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and use just one of my channels, the leanings, and try and alter to less scared.
Okay. Yeah. So as you go over there and start talking to her.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's okay. It's okay. We'll get you out of here. We'll get you out of here.
Tracy turned into a dog.
Well,
You've had
we
some
will
bad shrooms, love. You've had some bad shrooms. It's okay.
Yeah,
College
yes.
is a time of experimentation.
It happens sometimes. Sometimes you just see things that aren't there. Maybe you could talk to a psychiatrist.
Literal gaslighting.
Hallucinations can happen when you're under a lot of stress, and I know school's very stressful.
God.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is
And
what
make
it'd be
your
like for people actually have
Give
magical
Tracy
powers.
a hug. Give Tracy a hug.
Being in charge, I'm gonna flip.
roll. All right.
Unbelievable.
You let the psychologist run do the character that sways people.
Good move.
Oh, this is what it'd be like if people actually had magical powers, just gaslighting 24/7.
Well, the thing
And
about
those
what
are my
about Unknown
favorite
Armies
villains.
is
My
Unknown
favorite
Armies.
villains that go boss gaslights.
Unknown Armies is kind of nasty in a lot of respects. It's not like one of those. Oh, good night, Out-of-Print GM. That needs to crash. That Unknown Armies isn't like
Bye,
everything's
Simon.
happy and noble. It's like a lot of the, like a lot of the things that make someone an adept or an avatar are kind of messed up. And that's some of the fun parts of them.
Magic always has a price.
Yep.
Mhm.
And your personality is the one in Unknown Armies, which I fucking love. I love that about it. Yeah, she's like, okay, I don't remember. Maybe we got dosed or something. She's like, Tracy, is this because of shrooms? And then the dog's just like, and then kind of like hand under there, and then she kind of
Aw.
gets up, and the dog kind of goes, and there's like her whole backpack is just sort of sitting there. She kind of like goes at it, and he grabs it and goes, let's go back to our. Let's go back to the dorm.
That's a
Why
good
don't you
idea.
just have a good cuddle and like sleep it off? And about 24 hours,
And drink lots of water.
apparently, everything will be fine.
Orange slices. Yeah.
Yeah, and Andreas, the cook from here, just goes, how the fuck did we get that many special orders?
Adeline?
He goes, something named Gnomon apparently manipulated it, said our job wasn't done yet. Like the work keeps going, but and she just goes, we had at least 7 or 8 at my place. He's just like he turns fucking pale at that. Like, that's the kind of shit that gets the sleepers.
Mm.
Yeah, it did.
Should we? You guys are required to actually trigger them, right? So if the rest of the burgers here get eaten without you guys,
No,
it's
we
fine.
because we can drop stuff in, but most of those it used to be that there was a ritual we would do and drop it in, but to keep us safer, they've been putting that more back at the distribution company. So I'll drop in a couple here and there, but not not many. Maybe like 1 a week, 2 a week.
Since we're using this health code violation, can we just trash all of the burgers?
In the bin.
Yeah, can we just
Mel just
can we
starts like
just
grabbing
chuck-
boxes and hauling them in bins. Like,
Can we just chuck it all in the dumpster to prevent more of it from happening?
And it's the 2 cooks immediately go back and start letting them. They grab the stuff and dump them.
maybe you guys can advise the other manager here to tell the other manager at the other store that they also need to dump their stock.
Yeah, we'll tell them it was a poison. I'll call them up. I'm a friend of his.
All right. So this distribution center, where is it?
It's in Idaho.
Idaho.
Guess we're going on a field trip.
No, I'm not going to Idaho. No. No. I'm staying right. No.
So something is manipulate. Do you guys manually drop them in, or is it like
Because I drop in maybe
automated, or...
I drop in maybe 1 or 2 a week. We get some powers from our adept. We get some charges from our adept who lets us drop them in with the ritual. But like I said, it's 1 or 2 a week. Most of the rest of them are actually in. They show up in the boxes of patties. Like we don't have to do anything. We
Who
just
is the shipping agency that brings it in?
that is, and he gives the name of the shipping agency. It's Burger King's main distributor.
Cisco.
Cisco.
Disco.
Do they have a warehouse in town, or is it only come directly from the distributions in town?
Should have a regional one at least.
Out in Rantoul, there's like a large food place. It's probably some storage done there.
Could it possibly be played with there?
Possible.
Is that localized enough for you, Thea, or is that?
No. Maybe.
Well, the thing is, your stuff will still work in other cities. You just gain power in your own, and it is one of the like satellite cities. Like Champaign Urbana is surrounded by all sorts of smaller towns, and so a lot of those are essentially identities are subsumed by Champaign Urbana. So, well, it doesn't count for that for gaining charges. It doesn't stop you from.
Okay. Yeah, we can. That's okay. Do we want to go back to the computer or the Gnomon at all? See if we can find different answers.
If we can get in.
Hmm.
What do you think, Nick? Can you get us in?
I mean, probably. It kind of depends on you two. Like, what was the excuse you gave earlier to tell them why you should get in there?
Because the higher ups are noticing the problems that your little friend is causing the server systems.
Yeah, he's like, if there's not a problem, I can probably go in and just tell them you are a part of the. You're basically techs that have been sent in to do some specific stuff with it.
I give him the aliases that I myself and the intern Joey previously used. These are our current aliases, just in case.
My name's Jeff.
Jeff, but in sort of a New Zealand. Like, oh yeah, Jeff.
Sound like
This is Phoebe.
What's
Jeff, Helga, and Arturo.
In hilarious things, Phoebe was in actually my TikTok live when I named my character after her. I just got this message. How dare you? All right. Well, us constantly moving is probably a good idea. How did it go? I jump in cars and stuff, and we better get moving.
Right.
How did it go?
With City
The
Hall?
mayor? Yeah.
We bought some time. And the sheriff might be out in about a week, but we bought some time. I don't feel great about that one, to be honest. I really don't. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
You're very good at your
unfortunately,
job.
We gotta do what we gotta do to stay alive.
Well, it was all about keeping the mayor out of prison. That's what it was about. Better goal, priorities. So,
You're doing it for the good of the town, right?
exactly. So what you now, Gnomon or Rantoul?
Let's
What
do
do you guys
computer first.
Well, we're closer to Gnomon.
Yeah.
See if the computer has any other leads.
I guess that's the plan.
All right.
Can you see the Prius yet?
Can I see the Prius yet?
No, not yet.
Can Joey predict music? No, I
Yep.
can't see the Prius yet.
Yeah.
Basically for it's gonna last for 24 hours. And remind me, Cass? What was yours?
I didn't get one.
Okay, and then I think yours was a minor one that was unlikely to pop up. And I think Del, you had the one where you kind of got the memories of the agent that's hand you shook.
No, that was
I thought I thought
I
that
think
That was
I just saw the memory for
Okay.
of the.
Oh no,
thing
yeah,
once.
that was the one. The one you had is you essentially like when you shook her hand, you've got memories now of Celia.
it's like
Okay.
the dead zone in reverse.
Okay.
Mm.
I have had nothing spring up yet. Probably because she lives on a diet of cigarettes and alcohol
Coffee.
and
Coffee.
coffee. Irish coffee.
Oh, heck.
I love how you're just like the most like
Actually,
stereotypical
there's a very
PI
good
from
chance
every
that-
American movie. It's great.
Yeah, Del,
fun.
there's a very good chance that you just haven't noticed yours yet because you haven't had a reason for it to happen. I will let you know. You repel dirt and filth for the next 24 hours. You could wade through a mud or a cesspit and be immaculate.
That is so on brand aesthetic.
Right. Gotta keep
Wait. Joey gets to predict music, and she gets to not be dirty. And meanwhile, I can't see anything.
You
She really
can't
got
see
shit
plastic.
out of the magic ends.
We live in the modern times. Everything is plastic.
I know.
It's
that's a
you're gonna
bit
be
of a
real
problem.
happy when we get to the end and the boss is like a plastic Medusa or something.
Let me write that down. When you say plastic,
The
what
big gi-
again?
It's a giant
It's
Mattel
like-
doll.
Frantically
me one
writing
minute.
notes that wasn't going to be in the game, but it is now.
Oh, you seem to have guessed the final boss. That's
How did this
amazing.
happen?
If you're doing a murder mystery and you just listen for what sounds like the most interesting one,
Yep.
like you go for the one like the player's like, I think it's this, and they go, no, it could be this. You're like, no, I'm going with that. First.
So what is
Yeah.
a plastic Medusa? Is it a Medusa made of plastic, or is it a
That's-
Medusa that turns everything to plastic?
That's a Medusa.
Yeah, it's like-
Why not both?
You're just like, wait, what happened to the intern? The intern just disappeared.
It's a Medusa that's
He's
made
now
out of
just-
plastic.
He's now just like a Ronald McDonald plastic statue.
Right.
frozen in
And so you
time.
look at it and you die, but if you can't see plastic, then you're immune to it. That was what I was going for.
Oh.
Thank you for pointing that out. So I already know the loophole you might have found. Meet my evil man.
I am a
no.
genius.
All right, do you want to take about 10 minutes for
It's probably a good time to work all that out of the system.
All right.
God.
All right, let us take 10 minutes. We should be back at 8:22 Central.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Oh my
Awesome.
god, I'm dying.
Nothing living.
I kill plants.
If I keep things
yeah.
living, they will die.
Animals
get
remind you
succulents.
when they need to get fed. My cat will come and say, "Hey, bitch, feed me again." And be like, "Sweet." And so does my
Succulents are
son.
perfect.
Fantastic.
You only water them like once a week. Like they don't die.
You speak very highly of our ability to adult, even when now that I'm 39.
I'd kill the succulent, so tell me it's impossible.
When we did Little Shop of Horrors, my kids got me a Venus flytrap, and that thing did not last very long. I tried. I gave it the old college try. But
Did you just look at it and go, I am the apex predator?
I don't think you're going to be able to eat me, plants. But I put it outside on the thing, hoping it could catch flies, because there's really not in my apartment. That did not work.
Oh, man.
All right, so we are back. You were headed towards Gnomon?
I believe so, yes.
All right. We cut to y'all like driving back to Beckman. Heading in. Is it all of you heading in? All six?
I can be the wheelman. I can sit this one out if you need me to, because I do feel like I've come up short a couple times and I don't want to keep pushing my luck.
But
I
we
think we
need
could
your
definitely use-
particular kind of magic, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, if you think I'll be better served inside, I'll come inside.
I think Taylor, the demagogue, will probably be very useful in talking to people.
I'll stay by the car.
Okay.
She kind of like sits in the Prius, like looking
Hate it.
very uncomfortable.
She's like the female equivalent of Ron Swanson.
Who, by the way, I actually saw in a show called Greater Tuna here in town when he was still a student here. And I was
Wow.
like
Wow.
19. I have literally never laughed harder at a show. Like, my
real
abs
funny.
hurt the next day. Like, I laughed till I hurt on that show.
Love him.
I would say all the stories, because a lot of my friends in the theater here know him. He's the nicest person. Like, they still see him when he tours and stuff and comes through. He's apparently a great guy, which is
That
awesome.
makes
That's awesome.
That makes me happy to hear. I like when people you
Well,
like
also-
are actually good people. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I also have a celebrity person that I know is a good person.
What?
Leslie Jones, I think the
Oh, yeah.
Oh, from SNL?
yeah. She
She's so fucking
she
funny.
bought all of the stuff off of. She's a friend of a friend's cousin, and she bought all of the stuff off of my friend who's a teacher, her teacher wish list, and got
Nice.
multiples of everything. So
I love her. She's so
So freaking funny.
goddamn funny.
Mhm.
but yeah.
Awesome.
And her Instagram is my favorite.
Her Olympic commentary.
All right, yeah. So as y'all are heading in, you see, you kind of head down. You once again have Dr. Melissa Johnson, and then another one, the probably person she was talking to, as well as the other guy you saw, are kind of down there, and they just sort of look, and he's like, "Wait, did I just give you guys access?" And she just kind of walks up and who did you say you were with again?
The university, just trying to check out the physical element of what's going on with
Yeah.
the computers.
And she kind of walks up and she's like, "I want to know why the university would send people from I don't even know what department without talking to me to deal with these servers."
She went to get us. I point to me and Taylor. We are from I'm sorry, I'm trying to think
It
of
was the mayor?
we're from the government.
Yeah. We're just checking to make sure things are up to code. I like to do a hands-on approach with everything. I don't like to just sit back in my office and not know what's going on. So I just heard something wasn't up to code. I was tagging along just to see if everything was okay and going well.
What background do you have in computers? I know you were a rock star at one point.
I'm just watching. I'm just keeping, kind of shadowing just to get a feel for the city and stuff. I just want to know what's going on. I can't make things better if I don't know.
Go ahead and make either a mayor or a demagogue roll.
I'm gonna take what's better here. Can I do in charge again?
A what?
Being in charge feels like a good one.
Is that your
Obsession.
You can only flip it. Or rather, you can only flip it with or rather reroll. Well, you can do the reroll. Sorry, yeah, the reroll as many times. The flipping 1%.
So the
Okay.
key to playing this character is to always be in charge.
I mean, literally, that's also what being
Tough.
the demagogue is.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Damn
she
it.
just kind of crosses her arms. She goes, "This isn't a thing that needs a politician. I don't understand why the hell the mayor would be here. What is going on?"
I step in. I'm like, sir, this is not. We were trying to be diplomatic about this, but there are bigger things going on here, and we need to be privy to it. So if you would just step back and let us do what we need to do, we'd really appreciate that. Otherwise, there are going to be higher ups than us getting involved in this situation. Are we clear?
Oh, higher ups, like my boss at the university, call them.
I'm talking to government, motherfucker.
Why would the government be dealing with the university's computer labs?
Then you clearly don't know the situation at hand, do you? I'm going to roll minor city official on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Gaslighting.
I'm
Wait, can you do a reroll?
yeah, I'm gonna do this as against like people who mess up the city, because I feel like this is messing up the city in general.
Yes. There we go.
She just has this moment, and she just like her jaw sets. Just, I'm gonna watch everything you do.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We just need access because this is going higher than you, and I can absolutely promise you that.
Just goes, Nick, what is this? Nick goes, this goes pretty high. And then she looks at the other two still in their Burger King uniforms, and she's like,
Wait, we took the other cook too?
Did you wait? What's it?
Yeah.
No, I
There's
reckon.
there's a pretty good
we're
chance
going
would
with it.
would the cooks have stayed up with Del?
I think
Yeah,
they would've.
Was there a
I think
reason for
they
the
would've.
cooks to go down there?
No, not really. They could stay. So
No, as
Mel's
funny as
sitting
he
in the
did
car,
is
like,
this
I was
intense
hurting
scene
her.
and then shift two people in their like sweaty, stained Burger
Burger
King
King,
outfits.
it stinks. She's
It's gonna-
not into it. She's like,
gonna
and just
turn
turns
like
up the
a-
volume on her music louder. And it's like some classic, like, Noah gumshoe style music. Yeah, in a Prius with her fedora and her trench coat on, with two,
Like,
like,
literally the
people-
Dragnet theme song.
yes, with two, like, in a Prius with two people in Burger King uniforms stinking up her car.
Okay.
I was
Right,
gonna say this
so-
is gonna end like the Blues Brothers with just like all of the people. running around.
Absolutely.
I hate Illinois Nazis.
So there's the guy that's running the Gnomon computer is there, correct?
Yeah, Nick.
All right. So let's Nick, get us access to the computer once more, please.
Yeah, and then like Melissa's like right over his shoulder as he's going. And then he does this thing where he's like doing a couple logons and it just kind of gives a look, like a wide-eyed look to you two, like
Distract.
he's gonna freak out when everything changes from what she knows about the thing.
She's already kind of freaked out, man. Okay, she's got no idea what she's into, and it'd be best for her to forget it. Let her watch.
Let her watch. She goes, okay. He goes, Gnomon. And Melissa just goes, what the fuck is that? Because, something that's taken over part of the system.
Like we said, this is big.
What do you want to ask it?
What's the purpose of dosing everybody?
No, it just goes, check your phone.
Whose phone?
That just seems like unnecessary extra steps.
Yeah, he opens up his and kind of covers the thing, goes, and then just types in yes. And then the thing disappears and it goes back to its sort of standard. It goes, I have to use the bathroom real quick.
No, you don't.
No.
I really do.
I'll go with them, y'all.
Joey, if anything happens, smoke
I
him.
got a taser. It's fine.
Oh no.
All right, you head with him to the bathroom.
Yep.
What is your how many notches do you have in unnatural?
That is a good question.
So it's the dots basically you have in unnatural.
3.
3.
Oh, poor Joey. Oh no.
Okay. What I need you to do
It's
is
character development. I'm here for it.
What I need you to do is essentially defend with knowledge. So what you want to do is make a knowledge roll, which is the top part of self.
Okay.
For what you're about to see.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Come on, intern. You got this.
We're rooting for you. You got this.
Oh, well,
No.
what is your knowledge?
So
knowledge
is
is
that
yeah.
percentage at the top? Because none of the percentages
knowledge
at
is
the top,
above. Like you'll notice
Next to
under
self.
it's 50%. So this
Okay.
is
There's
for
a
everyone.
little
If
button.
everyone takes
I
a look
rolled
at
a
their-
40, so
Yeah, if everyone takes a look at their self real quick, I'll just show you again how these skills work. So under self, knowledge is those top that goes from 60 down to 20. Lie goes from 20 up to 60. These are your hardened notches. Essentially,
Got
the
it.
more you have been exposed to like the unnatural or with self, the more you've had things that have challenged your sense of self or violence or those, like the hardened notches start to build up. They change your skills a bit. It also changes the level at which you are affected by something. So go ahead and fill in one more on self. So raise yourself up by 1, which
I
means you'll be a little better at lying at this point. As soon as you
Training
sort
is
of
working, Joey.
as you turn a corner, he just kind of holds his hand up a moment and goes, "Okay, this is," and then concentrates for a second, and then his body just changes in front of you to this with a lab coat on, a woman who is past middle age, who looks kind of stern, and just it's kind of got a look in her eyes, and just sort of looks at you and goes, "All right, let's take care of Gnomon," and then marches straight back towards the thing.
what? And wait, and she goes back to where we came from?
Yeah, like literally, you've been gone for about 15 seconds.
The world's
And-
quickest bathroom break.
And she just turned into shapeshifted into a different person.
Yeah,
This was
she
Nick,
ju-
right?
Yeah, it was Nick, but the two of you in there, the people in there, see this again, this sort of middle-aged woman come in, and she just kind of pushes straight in. Melissa Johnson goes, "What is this?" And she just looks at you and she goes, "I was doing shit like this when you were in diapers. Step back and let a professional." There's just a couple things there, and all right, check your system, and then sort of steps back, and there's a moment later, she's like, "We're back up to 100%.
Couple questions. One, where did you learn to do that?
Are you asking this in front of also Dr. Melissa Johnson and her colleague?
I guess they probably shouldn't know. I have a couple questions that we will table for another time about what just happened.
I have a
Yeah.
question. The
Mhm.
fuck are you?
Yeah, and she just goes, "I guess I'm your problem now," and then just walks out, and is heading her way towards the car.
We follow.
Yeah, we follow.
I'm falling last in line because this day's getting to be too much for me.
When we leave, I turn to Dr. Melissa. I'm like,
The
Trust me.
shy urban dancer is like, who hates violets, is like, I'm threatening you.
That's all I can do. I can't fight. I can talk.
You can gaslight.
All right, yeah, she's like sort of upstairs. Like she gets up there, she's sort of looking around, and she's not like she's looking at the cars and stuff, and not kind of knowing what to sort of look at. If the rest of you kind of come up and join her.
Yeah.
We're in the Prius, I assume.
We
Prius?
probably need another car.
I'm
Where are
gonna
we
do
get another
my
car?
yeah, that's me. I'm gonna dispel a minor charge to get a vehicle for us.
Okay.
What
What kind of vehicle?
A
Something big.
minivan. A
Minivan.
minivan. That way we can. I don't know if that's better or worse than the Prius, but it'll fit all of us.
Yeah, and yours is like is a five. It says 5-star.
It's a 1 minor charge.
No, but you said it was a 5-star vehicle. Like basically, it's like super nice. Everything else.
It's
Yeah.
whatever I want it to be, and it's free.
Yeah, it
So.
just sort of shows up and.
I'll follow them in the Prius, really like depressed about my continued transport options with 2 Burger King people in the back.
Well, I don't know if you all wanted to talk before you got into the actual thing.
Okay.
She just
What do we-
goes. My name is Mavra Pagliatti, and I've been dead since 2004.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Dell, can you get us? Oh, sorry. I keep saying Dell. It's Mel. Mel, can you get us another
Oh,
safe house?
Can you do me a favor? If you haven't, can you go on Zoom? If you want to hit rename and then put your character's name in there as well. I look there, so it's just easier to remember.
Yeah.
I did pick a name that was very similar to my own, though. I didn't make it
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, I don't believe the other safe house has actually been burnt yet, so we can go back.
We just need like a base. We just need like a basement or something, if that's okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
will find us an appropriate place and do the drivey swervy hard to track.
I told the
humans.
driver, follow her, keep your ears shut, and you get a tip out of this.
All right. You end up in another place, like you said, just like a little nondescript,
Basement, yeah.
like
Mhm.
shitty little home that didn't cost a whole lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The people in the blue line had it set up for things to be brought through. Yeah, as you kind of head in, and then she just kind of turns. She's like, "Gnomon is trying to bring me back permanently. I've been dead since 2004. I've come back occasionally from some of the disciples of Gnomon for a short period of time. I remember all of those. But if we're going to take over Flex Echo, and if we're going to stop what's happening there, Gnomon needs me."
What's Flex Echo?
Yeah, and you can see Mel just go, "What? Take over?"
Stuff
I would prefer them not to kill me now that I've assaulted one of their members, but
Oh, that's Flex Echo. Ah,
Well,
you're gonna take over? You're gonna take them over?
they are
Flex Echo?
abusing their powers relentlessly.
But aren't they hunting your group? Aren't they hunting Mac Attack?
Mac Attack is totally the other two. The other two kind of goes, we don't know what. Like you actually hear Adeline go, I don't know what the fuck Flex Echo is.
Well, Flex Echo was the thing that was trying to kill you.
And Marva just goes, NSA agents?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're embedded at the NSA. There's only about 14 people who actually know what Flex Echo is. Flex Echo doesn't understand what Gnomon is, but unfortunately, they're getting closer to finding out.
Hmm.
Or at least understanding all of what Gnomon is. Gnomon is trying to bring me back through essentially
Necromancy?
Mac Attack.
So
Okay.
it succeeded in a slight way.
What?
It succeeded in a slight way since you're standing here in front of us.
No, I can. any adept of Gnomon can bring me back for a short time, and I always remember when I've been brought back. But Gnomon wants me back permanently. That's going to require apparently some of the things that Mac Attacks has been doing.
Like what?
You have to ask Gnomon. Gnomon is a very powerful computer and understands a whole lot more about the weirdness of this world than any of us do.
So you're just a soul with looking for a vessel, basically.
I may not even be. I'm essentially transhuman. I've kind of been magically uploaded into the
So you're
sphere.
a hologram.
Kind of. I mean, transhumanism, they always thought would be computers that could basically take over people. I'm essentially a very powerful AI, but it's magical, which might as well be a soul, as far as I'm concerned.
Why does no one want you back?
Partly to take down Flex Echo. Beyond that, you got to ask Gnomon, and Gnomon's not very forthcoming.
Why you though? Why you take down Flex Echo? Why not someone alive?
I created it.
Oh.
Okay. How fierce, Michaels. And you've been dead. How'd you die?
I got murdered by the person who's now in charge of Flex Echo NSA.
Well, shit.
Well, I guess the problem is, how do we... The people that I work with, we aren't that fond of Flex Echo, really. But I wouldn't say I'm a full card carrying member of what we do. The question here is, how do we stop people in this city from being put at harm? Because that's what's happening.
Well, what happened to the agents?
Well, currently they're under temporary arrest.
How did that happen?
We bullshitted our way into it.
Yeah, and out.
And some very clever magic by Joey over here.
Hi, I'm Joey.
The problem is, if Mac Attack is essential to getting you up and going, we may have destroyed all the food that they were using because it was creating chaos in the town.
And it was
Flex Echo are onto them and are trying to kill them.
Yeah.
So we need to do this another way.
We thought what Mac Attack was trying to do was just make people more aware of magic. I mean, how would that serve?
The cooks are like that. That is, we were trying to change the invisible clergy by making magic part of the world. This, whatever this is not what we do.
So I turned to Adeline, and it's Jorge.
For Adeline and pull up the right set of tabs. Adeline and Andreas.
To Adeline and Andreas, like, y'all are a part of this, whether you want to or not. I mean, there's circles working in circles and donut holes and donuts. You know, it's all that stuff. Like,
Adeline just goes, the magic stuff is always random. We never know what's going to happen with it.
Apparently it's not. Apparently there's a very planned out scheme here. I turn it back to Mavra. I'm like, there's got to be an answer to this. There's got to be a way to look. I'm not a fan of Force Echo, you said?
Mm-hmm. Or Flex Echo?
Flex Echo, I'm not a fan of him as well. You seem okay to me. I have a good judge of character on this one. But you can't dose the entire city because some really gnarly shit has been going on.
Because I'm not the one dosing the entire city. That's Gnomon.
I know, but I know Gnomon is trying to do right by you, but the methods are not a good way to do it. A girl woke up with a horse head in her bed this morning. And currently, I can't see plastic. I know in the scheme of things that's very small, but like,
Turned a girl into a dog.
yeah, turn a girl into a dog, and had another girl melting doorknobs, and yeah, this is just, you do this en masse in the city, it'll put a beacon onto Champaign and ruin the city. And I can tell you right now, that really messes with me and really gets my ire up. So I don't know if you have enough communication with Gnomon to like say what the fuck is going on, but is Gnomon a person even? Is it an AI? What is it?
Gnomon is a magical AI.
How do we talk to it again? Because the current plan isn't working. It's a disaster of a shit show.
Do we need a technomancer for this?
Yeah, she just goes, once Nick is back, he might know how, but the biggest thing is Gnomon has ways of getting information out, but Gnomon tends to find you as opposed to you.
So we have to sit and wait.
Do any of you have a way of contacting you that still exists that was before the burner phones?
I have a way of contacting other people that's very analog.
But I'm saying all your phones were destroyed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, none of you have your phones or anything on you.
They all got burner phones. I gave
Yep.
them burner phone replacements. But we have Thea and Mel have used them. So across the techno landscape, their voices
If I
have
can
been
get-
heard on.
If I can get
Those
into a
online.
secure computer, I can access through proxies my government email account.
I could do that too, but I'm not gonna know
But I have to
much.
have proxies. I'm guessing that's what Nick is. He's a technomancer, right?
Because he's a disciple of Gnomon. If you get me to a computer, I can get you anything you need.
Let's see what I can do.
Would I, as a city intern, have a laptop?
Well, you all probably have laptops. The question is, would they have been with you?
Yeah.
Not likely for me.
You go to a library.
At which
Internet
point from
cafe.
you hear something that's fairly rare in town, and if you normally when you hear it, it's going to a hospital, but you hear helicopter blade.
That's not great.
Pink Floyd, another brick in the wall.
Dun, dun, dun. The
No, 'cause it starts with the helicopter.
yeah.
Yeah.
However, like the direction it kind of going towards does not seem like it's towards one of the hospitals, which are weirdly enough about 5 or 6 blocks down from the Burger King.
Mel is gonna like get a cigarette out and walk out like the front door and light her cigarette like it's like she's going out to have a smoke, which she also is, because stress levels, man. And just take a peek around as subtly as she can.
Yeah, you see a helicopter making its way towards downtown. Instead of going, it actually goes probably, you can kind of guess roughly where the police station is, and it seems to lower itself behind the buildings.
She kind of like doesn't put out the cigarette and brings it inside and continues to smoke. So a helicopter just stopped off at the police station. I would generally, surmise that that may be some Mac attack reinforcement. Sorry, some Flex Echo reinforcements. We need yeah. So you wanted to become mayor again at some point, Taylor? Because we need to do something.
I guess we're heading that way.
What?
I can't do anything to help to stop them from here. I can't persuade them from here.
Mm.
I'm just worried that if you go there, you're not coming back.
She's the
Could I
mayor.
wait? Hold on, I have an idea. Could I use my connections to get like a press conference
Yeah.
and try and get people out of town?
How do you mean?
So kind of like a press conference slash impromptu concert to draw people away and maybe distract the agents because they were looking for me, obviously. And then if there's a lot of people, we could blend it. I don't know. I'm trying, man.
Yeah, that kind of thing takes a long time. Like if you're looking
Yeah.
for a short term thing, that wouldn't work. Like a press conference you can call,
Okay.
but like to get a whole bunch of people from like a concert or something is not going to magically appear.
So we need to do something. We need to talk to Gnomon. Is the library or is there an internet cafe nearby that a couple of us can go, not expose everybody, and maybe see if Nick can or you can chat to your benefactor and get him to give us other options, because we do not know what to do and this is all about to come crumbling down.
Yeah.
All right, who's going where?
We can go to a Starbucks and hook up a laptop and get internet and try and hack something.
Maybe do you know a nondescript one, Joey, that's not very busy that you might use occasionally to get us coffees?
I probably would as a city intern, I would think.
Yeah, there's one not terribly far down the street. Basically, like right down University of Avenue, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Cool.
So who's best to go with Joey?
I mean, we would need somebody who knows how to hack Gnomon, right? And for them, that would probably be Nick when he transforms back.
Or Mavra or Nick.
Or,
Yeah.
whichever one.
I guess I can go just to cover their backs, or should I stay here and watch you guys? Like, what do you think?
I mean, so where is Taylor going? Taylor's going to the city hall, or is she
Taylor's
calling a
staying put
conference?
because Taylor was thinking out loud.
right.
I could go to the Starbucks, and if there is a crowd that draws while people are looking at laptops, I can like pull them away and chat with them.
There you
Mhm.
go.
So going with our intern.
All right, cool.
Okay, well, I don't want to have too many numbers, so why don't the three of you two of you go with our dual person.
And I'll stay with Mel with the folks at the house.
Right. And Melithia, are you just staying there, or are you doing something else while this is happening?
I'm just trying to keep an eye on the helicopters and what's going on. Looking at Thea occasionally, like while she's outside having a cigarette, going like, because again, she doesn't really understand how the Herbomancer's magic works. She's constantly like, "Are you getting vibes? Are you getting feelings?"
Yeah, no, it's hard to
That's not
explain.
how the force works.
Okay.
I feel more comfortable if this was an actual person.
What I can do, I was looking at my stuff, is I could create a boon for whoever's trying to speak to Gnomon and see if I can make that kind of go in our direction.
All right. Yeah. So tell me how you create the boon, because part of the gutter magic is you have to gather stuff together.
Right. So I am going to go into the Starbucks with Mavra's still with us, and she's going to be doing the hacking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to ask her for a pen, which I then take from her. I'm then going to reach into my pocket and pull out a whole bunch of loose change that I scatter onto the table. And I'm going to be like, we're in Starbucks, Jack Johnson, banana pancakes. And that's going to come on. And then I'm going to use that to create the boon to help her be successful in trying to reach out and communicate with Gnomon.
All right, go ahead and make your roll. All right,
27 over
and
14
the boon.
over
What does the
24.
boon do again?
It gives 20% bonus to something relating to that boon.
Oh, wow!
That's a
yes.
critical success. A 1 is a critical success. Yeah.
Yes.
And the thing is, did any of you have a laptop? Because if you don't, I've got a hilarious thing for you.
I
No.
would have had a laptop.
Okay.
I feel
Otherwise,
like
Maverick would just go up to someone and flash her badge from when she was alive, going, "Federal agent, I need your laptop." And then she, as she kind of grabs yours and connects to it, and then like she sits there for a moment, and then like a whole bunch of stuff comes down the page. She's like, "That's ready." And then in big letters, the word 6-pack. It's at the 6-pack. All of you are going to know the 6-pack is basically what everyone calls one of you of eyes.
What does it mean?
Kind
I'm
of
not there.
Yeah, she just turns and goes, "You know what the 6-pack is?"
Beer.
That would be a intern answer.
College
yeah.
student answer.
Let me see if I know what the 6-pack is.
Oh no, you don't have to roll. You're a college student at University of Illinois. University of Illinois is essentially what they call these 3 connected dorms are called the 6. Kind of look like one.
Right.
Way they're set up. Yeah, the moment they said 6-pack, it's at the 6-pack. The only place it's a 6-pack is these set of dormitories.
All right. Is it like a party spot? Do I know?
Parts of it are, yes.
Will be there. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I guess that's where we're going. I'd probably be able to get access to the university. It says that under my college student thing, so I could try and get us in when we get there.
That getting in is not a problem. It's a dorm.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, the thing is are you letting other people know, or is it just the?
I'm not trying to do it by myself.
Okay, decide if it's everybody. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So yeah, who's so I guess the person that we're looking for is going to be at this place.
I think we need to start. Sorry, have you communicated that via Nokia text message?
Yeah,
I'll take pity and use my phone and let you guys
took about
know.
12 minutes to get it out. Yeah.
1 1 1 1 1. Ah, damn it! 1 1 1 1 1.
I think we have to take the risk and leave these 2 here and go meet them. I don't think bringing them in is really good.
Yeah, no, they're
for them.
Right.
No
And
one
I
knows
think
they're
they'll be
here.
pretty safe here. What do you
No
think?
one knows they're here, and yeah, I think so.
Good move.
I think they're just collateral at
All
this
right.
point.
We'll jump in this now stinky Prius.
Why is it now
It's like a
stinky?
Well,
It smells
there's
like
had
cook.
Burger King workers in there. Like my Prius is now stinky. It is a stinky Prius that stinks of burger,
Smells
even
like
though they're not in
Burger
it anymore.
King.
Burger smells like Burger King. She will put her jacket on a seat again, so Thea can actually see the seat, and will drive.
I'm getting kind of used to this whole Wonder Woman vibe. It's weird. The
and
irony
we'll
that I
go
can
pick up.
see the windshield and nothing else is very strange.
Very strange. They'll go pick up Joey and Taylor and our dual citizen person, and head towards the 6-pack.
But while you're on the way there, what is everybody's? Does anybody have an unnatural of less than?
No.
Probably.
Taylor does. Go ahead
Yes.
to defend. Go ahead and make a knowledge roll. So if you look, you'll see next to self, there's one that says knowledge. If you want to click that. Oh, 38. Okay, I thought that was the one. Yeah, you still go ahead and mark one more in yourself, or rather, sorry, not in self, in unnatural.
Okay.
As on the way there, she transforms back into Nick. But Sarah, what was yours?
I have unnatural. I have 4.
So yeah, it's below 4.
Okay. Okay.
To see someone transform like that, it's before. It's as she transforms back into Nick. and then yeah, you manage to keep your shit. You're oh, fuck, this is weird.
Hi, Nick.
Just, what happened?
You were the vessel of a dead person for about 45 minutes.
Oh, someone wanted. Okay,
Yeah.
that's new.
We met your vessel person. We met your spirit person. They were very nice.
What did I do?
You just you ever seen the X-Men? You know how Mystique transforms?
No, I mean, what did I do? Not
you
transforming,
purged.
but what happened in the last? How long
You
has it
hacked
been?
it. You got in
About
touch
2
with
hours.
Gnomon. You got in
Yeah.
touch with Gnomon, and you told him that Then Gnomon told us we need to go to the 6-pack.
And I think you purged Gnomon on purpose from the university servers because your higher ups found out
It was pretty
they're
baller.
not there anymore.
Yeah.
Sure, Noman probably wanted that since Noman asked me to go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
That does mean. Anyway. Yeah, so the 6-pack. You've got, like, it's a couple different buildings. You've got students kind of coming in and out of it. Each of those are about. Like, torn down. Oh my god, it was torn down.
Oh shit.
Oh, that makes me sad. I was torn down a while ago. I'm never in that part of town. Yeah, they're about 4 stories each. And there are 3 of them that are connected.
Now, Gnomon said what we were looking for. Something was ready, and it was here. Do you have any idea of what? Apparently, Gnomon's plan is to bring the person that you were a vessel for back properly.
Fuck.
And something was ready here. Would you
Noman
have any
doesn't.
idea what we're looking for?
Noman doesn't tell me shit, really. I just can sometimes do things because of the power Noman gives me.
Mhm. I guess. Are any of your fellow adepts living in these dorms, or is there a server room in these dorms, or?
I mean, there's no servers in the dorms. They've got good internet because it's the dorms. At which point you see, like, you're sort of walking up. You see someone kind of run out and goes, "Oh my god, you see what happened on 4?" to someone else, and they're like what? It's like, don't go up there. Don't go up there. Talking to one of the.
Let's go up.
Let's go to 4.
I
Yeah,
guess we're
sounds
going
like
to 4.
All right. Yeah. As you kind of head up, there's a bunch of people making their way down. Like the elevators are making their way down from 4, and a bunch of people sort of discourage. Y'all get in and head up.
Fails.
As you head up, like the hallway itself is fairly crowded with just a bunch of college students, and there's some at the doorway, like eyes wide and like hands over mouths.
Again, Mel flashes her badge and is like, "Come on, guys, get out of here."
Oh, and then they sort of and a couple of them like disappear into rooms and start making their way sort of back.
I've got my hood up so no one will I don't have any fellow students that'll recognize me.
Hello,
Hello,
young
fellow
persons.
students. The dorm
Hello,
room.
fellow young people.
The dorm room that you go into, it's got the standard like twin bed. It's got they're set up as a bunk bed. There's like the desk and everything else, and on that bottom bunk, there is like a human-sized cocoon.
Right.
Okay, Noman. Guidance would be great.
Close the door. Is there a computer in here? Is the cocoon attached to the computer?
There is a computer. It is not attached to the computer. You also
Is there anybody else in the
you-
room?
There's nobody else in the room right now because a lot of people were were freaking out and leaving. You do see though that there is Burger King wrappers in the garden.
Oh, of course. Of course. Are we gonna Nick, can you log on the computer and do your thing?
He's like, and there's a moment he kind of hits something, and then thing pops up and he's like, question. Do any of you know who Dr. Glendower is? You've never heard of Dr. Glendower.
Did
Is
we?
it in the university directory?
Yeah, you look it up and nothing pops up in the university directory. Actually, does someone want to do a quick search on the internet to see if they can find it on their phone?
Doing it right now.
Glenn.
Will that just be
Isaac
knowledge?
Glendower?
Dr. Glendower.
Will that just be a knowledge check?
Yeah, unless you have an identity that works with it. Yeah, as you look up, the human-sized raccoon. Nope, human-sized cocoon. Yeah, as you look it up, Dr. Glendower is in charge of special projects at the NSA.
Yeah.
And he just goes,
Is he aligned?
Nick just goes, Dr. Glendower is here.
Fantastic.
And the cocoon
In
starts to-
Champaign or in the cocoon?
No, because apparently in Champaign. And the cocoon starts to rock. It's almost like you hear this like
Belle gets out her gun and is like,
coming from inside of it.
I really
I
hope
feel like
that's
Joey
Navra.
literally just starts booking it down the hallway. He's like, I'm down with that.
Motherfuck!
Not doing that.
Oh my
No,
god.
no.
I just. Oh god.
Let me double check Unnatural real quick. You're all at 4. I think we're fine as far as that goes. Yeah, there's just like a, and it's almost like something inside is striking it as it's almost jumping just a slight bit.
all right, fuck it. She gets like, and I'm sure she has like a knife or something on her, and she's like, ugh, and then just like helps open it. She's like,
I really hope this isn't a monster.
As you open it,
Me too.
she
hands Thea her gun, which Thea holds
And that's
with
how
like the
Unknown Armies became
expertise of
alien.
like. And Thea's
As
holding
you
the
kinda
gun with like
slice-
the expertise level of like, I don't know how to use this. Just-
as you slice through parts of it, an arm then kind of like makes its way out, and then it's
Is
just
that a
like
human arm?
yeah, it's just like covered in just like a, and it kind of opens up and.
Doctor?
Mavra last when you saw her was wearing kind of your normal like scientist stuff. Mavra right now is wearing the kind of thing that that a male college student would be wearing. As she just kind of slips out of the cocoon, like all wet and such, and just kind of hits the ground and just is like shaking.
Oh,
Mavra, I
Mavra.
would.
So is this temporary again? Is this like Nick's situation, or is this you now?
Yeah, Nick just kind of turns and goes, "This is not what happened to me."
No,
Nick,
no,
get some-
honey, it's not. It's not. I promise.
Nick,
There he
get
goes,
some
two-
clothes from the thing that are not covered in goo.
You start to
She-
hear sirens approaching.
Okay, we gotta go.
Get us some clothes.
Yeah.
And
The
then-
problem is the clothes and such. Most of them, you find some stuff that like some oversized stuff that will fit, but definitely
Yeah.
like the stuff that's
Sweatpants,
in here is not
hoodie.
mostly. Yeah, hoodies
Mel
and
will
stuff.
rip the actual, not caring about the monitor, but the actual computer, if it's a laptop or desktop, whatever, she'll rip that out because it's got the evidence and such in it. And she kind of looks to the goo and is like, who's good at starting fires? And she
Joey?
opens the door. Joey!
He like kind of like peers around the corner slowly.
Start a fire, would you?
What?
And she like points at this weird cocoon thing that is in the room that a full-bodied person has come out of.
He kind of like slowly like walks in the room and like pulls out his Zippo and lights it.
Yeah, then starts kind of
Textbooks
going,
and shit.
and then shortly after, beep, 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 and
Okay,
then-
fair enough.
The thing is,
Let's get out of
while, while it's going, it is in that bed frame, so it's going to keep burning for a while, and like most of that actually burns fairly quick.
Awesome.
What are y'all doing?
Getting out of
Let's
there and
go.
shutting the door behind us.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. As you're kind of heading out, you're seeing police cars. There's several of them, and also there's a helicopter.
Joey, what's another way out?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I guess I would know that. What's another way out? Do I have to roll for that, or do I know
You
another
can,
way out?
you know, you're a college. You basically know there's a way you can go that will actually connect to one of the other dorms. You can get out that way. So if someone had called the cops about something in where the specific part of the six pack you're in, they're coming to there. There are ways to get out that connect to a different building that let you get out. However, your car is on the opposite side. Your car is
That's
close
fine.
to where they were
Um,
at.
Thea,
Oh.
can you make us disappear in this crowd?
I got this.
Yeah, that'd be
Try.
cool.
Oh, can we? Yeah. One second. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yeah.
Because I'm assuming there's the crowd of all the college
Yeah.
students.
1 second.
Weird shit, fire, helicopters, cars.
Facing the crowd. 2 minor charges. You disappear into existing crowds. Your features don't change. Can I do this for the entire group?
Well, let me check out. Use 4 minor charges. Use it for the whole group.
Okay. That drops
I'm
me
trying to
down.
see if there's another one that might work.
There's alone in the crowd, which is a significant charge, and that lasts a week. But it's like a more of a pariah thing.
Yeah, I would say just go ahead and use 4 minor charges
right.
instead of the 2, and you can get everybody.
Okay. We're alone in the crowd.
Yeah, as you had there's a shit ton of students have now poured out. And they're just all some of them are kind of trying to show each other. The thing is, as they're trying to show each other on their phones and such, on the way out, Nick just goes, this gets out. That's gonna be right.
Yeah.
And he just goes, and then literally every phone in that area and all the lights go off. All of your phones shut off.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, and he just goes. That computer you just grabbed is not gonna have anything on it. As a matter of fact,
Okay.
your phones will probably need replacing.
These are
She's
bricks.
just like tosses it into a garbage bin on the way, or gives it to some strange student and then smushes her fingerprints all over it. and
So
then-
you actually see in the tennis court nearby a helicopter lands, and a woman gets out, probably in her mid 50s, but seems like made of steel practically, like just someone who works out constantly. Comes out. There's a couple agents sort of with her, and as she's storming across the street towards the six pack, as the cops have shown up, you have a whole bunch of pissed off college students because now all their phones have not just gone out, but have completely bricked.
all my memories.
But none of them see you as they sort of head in.
Cool, I guess.
Because
Can we-
Thea's hiding all of you in the crowd.
Cool.
Right.
Can we guess? I don't know what you guys would. Can we circle back to the car and get out? Or
Let me
Should we
make this
just
quick roll.
use
Yeah,
the?
not enough.
Can you summon us a car or?
I'm at so few minor charges right now.
Okay.
I don't want to risk anything else.
Let's just try and be.
Let's
sneaky
just
as possible and
steal a
sneak-
car. Hey, Mel, can you
Whoa!
can you do that?
Mel tries to find an older car that won't have an alarm on it.
Oh, yeah,
It's a bit
there's
of
the
a
students-
university teacher junker.
Well,
Like-
there's student junkers that were because
Yep.
I mean there's ones who have parked nearby because nobody at the dorm owns a car, but like the apartment buildings nearby do.
I see a kitty.
She has deemed to. Don't you?
I
don't
am the
put that-
kitty of the background.
Yes.
Okay, wait. Does that cat it looked like a Cheshire cat smile for us? Anybody else see
She's
that?
pretty creepy.
Yeah.
It was like
Okay.
I was like, is that like
She's
that?
the most
like-
beautiful demon ever.
I thought it was like that filter people have that makes them smile and they go to a mirror so it looks like there's two different people.
That's the worst. I hate that so much.
The first time I saw that filter, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Oh, okay.
some
it's a filter.
uncanny valley shit.
hmm
So yes, Mel will try and use her PI on the blue line skill to steal a car.
Take your roll.
First
Yeah, that's what I'm
roll of
talking
the
about.
day.
Yeah.
Jump
Well-
starts it. She seems much happier in the Junker because it fits her aesthetic way more than the Prius.
All right, and the cops and such are there. There's a whole bunch of people heading inside as y'all head back. I'm assuming back to one of the safe houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This seems to me like probably not a terrible time to kind of like give you guys one last scene and then like call it the.
Yeah.
Well, then we
Awesome.
can do the have your stats gone up, or have your skills gone up. Yeah. So what happens when you get back to your safe house? She's still weak and a little disoriented. Maverick is.
Mel lets everyone take them in and then dumps the car and then walks back from dumping the car, putting it down. Such.
I'm assuming that safe house has like a kitchen and stuff, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna make her a cup of tea.
Okay.
Mine. Mavra, hi. Nice to see you again.
Hi.
I'm assuming that this is a permanent thing considering your state right now.
Yeah, I was just with all of you.
Yeah.
This is 2004. It's been a couple hours here, a couple hours there. Yeah, this is. I think this is permanent.
Awesome. We're 2021, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just FYI, you said it said since 2004, it's been a couple hours here, a couple hours there. Okay. Yeah. Not to alarm you or put too much pressure on you right now, but a Dr. Glenhour is in Champaign currently.
He's the one who murdered me.
Oh.
Does she look like steel? I'm not there.
Well, we've
She's an idiot. She's in charge of. She has no idea what Gnomon actually is.
Do you by chance know anything about her that you could tell me that I could use to get some kind of magical fix? Like maybe the day they lost their virginity or the last 10 books they checked out from the library. Those are bad.
She just gives you a look and she goes, I want you to think real deep. Why would I know either?
Anything.
I'll tell you this. She and her family have a very basic magical ability, but it does not compare to adepts or avatars. I didn't even tell her about avatars before she has me killed. She killed me. Her entire thing is getting rid of people who use magic who are not her.
Oh, she's a paladin. Shit. So, do we think that? I might have missed this. Do we think that she's working with Flex Echo?
In charge of Flex Echo.
Yeah.
Was a handful of people back when I was alive. The other times I've come back since, Flex Echo is a very small part of the NSA. Most people don't know what it's doing. Basically, she's the one who's in charge of everything Flex Echo does.
Aside from Gnomon, is there any other person or organization capable of taking her down?
Oh, there's plenty.
Or even willing
I
to- or
mean,
even willing-
if the New Inquisition or the Sleepers knew about her, like she'd be fucking dead in a heartbeat.
do we know who the sleepers are?
Sleeper. So you've heard of both of these. The New Inquisition used to be a lot bigger. Probably back in her time, it was. There was essentially a war between a lot of the organizations. New Inquisition was funded by essentially a billionaire dealing with like the stuff he was looking into magically, and what that was, a lot of people are unsure of. Sleepers, however, essentially, when people step out of line and too much magic shows up, which will bring too much attention to the wrong people, Sleepers would execute. They're essentially the boogeymen of the mystical world, it's hard to know what happened after there's a thing called the Whisper War, where a lot of these large cabals fought each other. A lot of shit happened. Mac Attack got scattered to the four corners of the earth because of it. But they were basically the thing. It's like, hi, this is the sort of thing that will get people killed. The sleepers in particular were what you use to tell people to not be too obvious.
I got a feeling that if we call on the sleepers, Mavra's life, Adeline's life, and Andrea's life are all toast. But I don't know how to get them. I don't know how to get Flex Echo off our back without some higher authority.
Do we like the new Inquisition? We don't seem to have done anything bad to them lately.
Does the new Inquisition still exist?
It's hard to tell because it's very hard to know exactly what happened after the Whisper War, unless you're a part of these organizations, which none of you were.
So I couldn't make like a witch roll and see if I know anything about it.
The witch stuff is more about, witchcraft and like your level. Your level is like here.
Yeah,
Adepts and
I know that.
Avatar are like, you work very hard to get like little bits of magic. Like as you saw, your Adept and Avatar can just change reality because
Gotcha.
of the witch stuff won't help you there. Like that stuff is, you kind of have to be involved to know, and none of you really have been. It's possible they're still out there. It might take some searching, but
And I may have to. We have to go after, but we might call the sleepers on it. Like drop the sleepers on us anyway if we do that.
and this seems like it's probably a good place to leave off for our last session.
Yep.
All right. How many of you have failed rolls tonight?
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
For each of the ones you have, roll. If you just want to put /roll 1d5, and then add that to the one, like do that for each one that you have failed rolls on, and then add that to the percentage of the ones that you have failed rolls on.
1,
I thought these character sheets used to have like a little thing you could
2.
click.
They do.
Yeah. If you just click those when you fail, that's what we started doing.
3, 4.
So if I failed a secrecy roll, where do I add the
Secrecy
two?
roll doesn't count. This is just your identity,
Gotcha, identity.
which includes
It's-
your magical identity.
Right.
Roll /1.
Yeah, slash roll 1d5. It would look like this.
Cool.
5.
So I get to add 2 to college student.
3.
And it's interesting how like if you're playing a longer campaign of it, if you start off, most of you have like 30s and 40s in most of your stuff, but like Mel's got, you got what, 70 something in your.
I've now got 72 and 54.
Yeah, like imagine if your magical ability was at 74.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, like as you get more powerful as those percentages go up, and it becomes, your powers become so much more reliable. And the thing is, for the other things, if you don't have powers, your skills become so reliable that like.
Does it count as a failed roll if I swap the numbers?
Oh no, only if you completely fail.
Okay.
If you swap but succeeded, it does not count as failed.
So we add them all up and then add them to our magic.
No. You just add, like, for each one that went up, like you would roll once for that identity, and then add that to that particular identity. So if your clubber identity failed, you would then be able to roll 1d5 for that. If your was it minor city official?
I failed the that knowledge didn't count. I failed Minor city official once, twice.
Time.
Later.
Oh, and then I failed clubber. Oh man, I failed a
Once.
lot.
Yeah, so for those ones, for each of your identities that failed, you roll 1d5, and whatever that 1d5 is, you add it to it. But you roll once for each identity.
Okay, I think I got 3. I only got 3 for the minor city official. So that's
Yeah, so
and
you would then add those to what clubber, minor city official, and then maybe did you fail your urbanomancer?
I do not think I use my urbanomancer. I think I only use clubber and minor city official.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
you
those
use
then one would go up by
charges, you use-
5, the other one would go up by 3.
Okay.
All right. Does everyone have a chance to do that? All right. Do we want to go through and everyone can let people know who you are and where to find you? I've got Cass, Sarah, Sean, and then Dell on my Zoom.
Cool.
I'm Cass. I'm Abstract Halo on TikTok and Abstract Halo 13 here on Twitch.
I'm Sarah. I'm Powerful Week 1 on TikTok and Powerful Week almost everywhere else.
I'm Sean. I'm High Gain Sad on all socials, including Twitch. I'm going to be streaming a D&D game on Thursday night if you want to check that out.
Awesome. I'm Mootley. You can mostly find me on the TikToks. And then I do randomly appear in my aim to catch them all on everybody's D&D games or other games as I try to collect my entire collection.
Love it.
All right. I'm Michael. I am Improv GM on Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. And thank you all very much, and have yourself a great evening.
All right.